We made the Hotel Chevalier short a year before we started shooting the film. Originally, I had written it just to be a sort of short story on its own, with Jason Schwartzman and Natalie Portman in mind to play these roles. But then, as Jason and Roman and I continued to work on our script for the feature, I sort of more and more started feeling like Jason was playing the exact same character, and at a certain point, it just seemed like they were meant to be linked together. And in the film, we see that he's written this episode as a short story at the end of the movie. So we sort of adapted it before we shot it into a kind of introduction for the feature, which was always kind of complicated. I was never quite sure how we're going to do this. How is it? Are theaters going to agree to show the short first, or what's going to happen? And we sort of never exactly figured that out. And when the movie first was released, it was released without the short, and we had the short on iTunes. Yeah, because at a certain point I felt like I wasn't sure if the short should be watched immediately before the movie or not. And ultimately, the short was added into the theatrical release. And I think the best way to watch them is together, the short and then the feature. I hadn't worked with Jason since Rushmore, but we've been very close friends ever since we made that movie, so I had always wanted for us to work together. In fact, I'd written a role for him in another movie, in The Royal Tenenbaums, which we ended up kind of cutting out of the script. In fact, the name of his character became the name of a bird in the movie, of a falcon, Mordecai. And then I thought Natalie Portman, who I've been a fan of for a long time and who I especially loved in Closer, I thought she seemed just right for this, and that she and Jason might be perfect together. And so we were lucky enough that she agreed to do it, because we hadn't set up the feature with the studio yet. We were on our own, and there was no funding for the movie. And, we were... who I always thought looked like he could be in a Jean-Pierre Melville movie or something like that. So you see him come and go from there on his motorcycle. He's a very nice guy.
Je vous remercie. Thank you.
Would you order me a Bloody Mary, please?
2 Bloody Marys, please.
I've always been interested to do some kind of omnibus type movie, which used to be a real tradition, a film that's a collection of shorts. And this one isn't quite that, but it's something I'd kind of like to pursue further. In the 60s, it used to be quite a regular thing. You would usually be several different directors, and they'd have a theme. There's a very good one that's Edgar Allan Poe stories. It has a Louis Malle, and it has Fellini. And there's one that's Boccaccio 70, I think it's called. Anyway, there's a number of them. And New York Stories, also the whenever that was, 1990 or something. I love the Martin Scorsese one in that, Life Lessons.
No.
That was a long pause.
After I made this, I felt that I enjoyed making it so much because it was a very small, informal group. We worked very quickly. We made a 12-minute section of a movie in 2.5 days, and we were very comfortable the way we did it. We didn't feel rushed, and also we did it for very little money. And I kind of felt like I'd like to do a short before every movie, if I could find a way to do it. Or make a movie as a series of shorts. But who knows when the circumstances will be right for that. But it was a very happy experience making this.
It's okay.
I guess this is the 5th film, or 4th and a half film that I've done with Robert Yeoman as the director of photography. Bob shot this, and he's shot every movie I've done, and he's always been one of my closest collaborators, and he's one of my favorite cinematographers around.